So, uh, oh, so it has been a long time waiting, but not the ideal circumstances at all. But we were supposed to be on YouTube. YouTube said for some reason I have to wait 24 hours to go live, even though I've had the channel up for 2 years. But this is Casual Fridays 3, and your weekend starts here. I'm joined by my friend and new co-host, new to the podcast, Trey Kidd. Trey, how excited are you to be here today, man?
I'm very excited.
Dude, this is honestly it's been a year and a half since the third episode, and so I am beyond hyped up. This is so I'm gonna go ahead and say this is kind of a test episode. This is kind of us testing how things are gonna go. Obviously, you can see we got new equipment. Trey's got a new mic connected to him. I got this here as a soundboard. Actually, I'm gonna turn it up see if I can hear it on the phone because I want to see if it works. I want to hear the. We got a few viewers in here. This is awesome, dude. It's a nice little setup.
Kyle said, "That's my Pookie boo."
Alright, let me see. We'll go with this. Yeah, so I don't know if y'all can hear it, but we got sound effects on this board. I'm going to turn it back down before I lose my mind. But dude, it's gonna be awesome. Today we're gonna be talking primarily about the upcoming fantasy league that I started. If you haven't seen on Instagram, I've been making a bunch of graphics. I spent $20 on ChatGPT Premium, which kind of blows. But I spent $20 on that so I can make these graphics because I want to put out top tier content. It's very hard whenever you're a broke college kid, but this is a dream of mine, and I know Trey's been making his own NFL content. I know it's a dream of his. We'll get into that just a little bit here in a minute. But yeah, so the one thing that we kind of have been running into lately is the struggle of like finding content to make stuff that's easy to keep up with, easy to stay consistent with. Because right now, I'm working a full time job, and then I got school starting back on top of that, and so it's gonna be hard for me to kind of keep up with the NFL like in an extreme manner. So this fantasy football league is gonna be cool. We got a whole channel dedicated to it. We plan to do some kind of punishment for the loser. And then also, hopefully next week, I've been thinking on doing some kind of giveaway if we can get the YouTube channel to 100 subscribers. Getting some kind of custom Casual Fridays merch made. That would be a lot of fun to do, I think. Like a hat or something. Just because we got a really cool logo. That's another thing. Um, Last time y'all saw us, we were in the living room, which is right outside that door. Now we got the new setup here. We got the couch. We got obviously the new equipment that I spent a couple $100 on. It doesn't sound the best, but it sounds way better than those little cheap TikTok mics we had. Um, but yeah, no, like I said, we're very excited. All this new stuff, this new format. It should be a little easier to keep up with, and I think we're starting just in time for us to go rolling into training camp, rolling into the NFL season. And then once we hit the off season, I don't plan to slow down. If I can help it, I plan to just kind of make this a regular podcast, talk about off season stuff, talk about life whenever it comes to football season slowing down because I don't know much about other sports. I don't know about you, but
No, yeah, I don't.
yeah. So, but Trey, tell me a little bit about about how you're wanting to make your NFL content.
How I'm trying to make it?
Yeah, so if y'all don't know, Trey started a Instagram and TikTok account. The Instagram account got banned, right?
Yeah,
what
I got
happened
banned.
with that, dude?
Apparently, I'm doing like gambling ads. I didn't even post I didn't even post anything on my Instagram, so I'm banned.
Yeah,
But
Prize Picks.
yeah, Prize Picks. It was just a whole thing.
This would be so loud. My bad. This would be so annoying. But yeah, no. So Trey's been doing a lot with TikTok filters, specifically the NFL filters. This dude knows ball, man. It's not like I just have some random in here. This dude knows ball. I'm telling you. Um, but yeah, so Trey. Obviously, y'all don't know Trey. Y'all have seen me a few times. I'm gonna be kind of interviewing Trey here because Trey is gonna be kind of my main co-host now. Hopefully. So you'll see him throughout the next couple episodes that we get out, and hopefully for a lot more. But y'all know a lot about me. Y'all know about Nate, Clayton, Tyler, Jermaine, Cortez. We don't know anything about Trey yet. So let's go ahead and ask Trey some questions. So Trey, kind of give yourself like a quick introduction here to the podcast.
All right, my name is Trey, and I have an account called Kid Sports Zone, and all I do is NFL filters. I'm trying to do fantasy football videos. I'm trying to do lives every day. I'm trying to get a setup just like this, but right now I'm just trying to do like fantasy football videos and trying to just get my content to get big. That's all I really want to do. Just football content.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, and whenever you love football passionately, like me and Trey both do, it's a lot of fun to do something like this. So it doesn't really feel like it's a job or like it's a chore. It genuinely is just fun to do. Like we've been talking all day, texting back and forth, and then ever since he came over, we've just been like, dude, I cannot wait to just sit here and talk ball for what's probably gonna be 45 minutes to an hour. It's not gonna be a long episode, like we said. Just trying to work out the stuff with the microphones, make sure these are running good. Make sure the TikTok is working good because we haven't been on TikTok in a year since like the last episode. So yeah, you'll be seeing clips from this on your TikTok. You'll be seeing this, hopefully a lot of this on YouTube. I don't know if I'll be able to though, just because of the way TikTok does things with their live saving. But yeah, no. So all right, Trey, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you a couple more questions here.
All right.
All right, so let's start off. Who is your favorite college football and NFL teams?
College is Georgia all the way,
Oh,
and
yeah.
then
Ball Network.
I mean, come on.
I mean, dude, you got to rep. Let's go ahead. Let's take a second here to just show off. I mean, come on, dude. The Dirty
You gotta show the
Birds.
back. You gotta show the back.
The brand new Jalen Walker
can't even
jersey.
see my
Oh wait,
name.
yeah, wait, you can't even see. Hold on.
Hold up.
You gotta like squat down.
Yeah. Yeah, this looks like something's going on.
All right, bro. We're watching ourselves on Trey's phone. We look so stupid right now. I'll be honest with you.
Yo. Did you not see what's going on right now?
What's happening in the chat?
Braden's in here. People are saying hello, Trey. Hi, Trey. Trey, answer me. I know about Trey. Bobby Joe Trey Kid the third. This is kind of nuts.
Hey, to anybody viewing this live, please drop a follow. We're like I said, we're super excited to be bringing content like this. So yeah. So now we know your favorite team. I want to know. Give me 5 of your favorite all-time football players.
Okay. I think number one's probably Matt Ryan.
That's my
That's
number one
my
also.
favorite, especially because he's the president of football.
Oh,
for the
100%.
Falcons, yeah.
Good one.
Julio Jones.
Mm.
And then I'm a big fan of Adrian Peterson, even though I know he's been doing some like yeah.
Dude, I mean it's okay. I'm a Marshawn Lynch fan. Like
Yeah, I love
Marshawn
Marshawn Lynch.
So yeah,
I love Marshawn Lynch. Probably AJ Green.
Mhm.
He's up there, and then I gotta go Todd Gurley.
Mhm.
I love Todd Gurley.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. See, my top 5 were number 1 Matt Ryan. I think it was number 2 Kirk Cousins, number 3 Nick Chubb, number 4 Julio Jones, number 5 Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah.
But I mean, those are my big 5. Like,
Yeah.
I think of football, I think of those 5 guys. Like, those are guys who, growing up. Which, by the way, I think it's safe to say we grew up in the best era of NFL football.
Oh yeah.
Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Like, you're telling me, let's talk about the famous wide receiver poster. Who was on it? It was Dez Bryant, OBJ. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do. DeAndre
AJ
Hopkins?
Green, DeAndre Hopkins, AB and Julio.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I mean, dude, peak era. You're talking Tom Brady, the best of all time. You're talking Aaron Rodgers, 4-time MVP winner. Talking to young Mahomes in that era. So I think 2010s, undoubtedly, greatest era
I
of
think
football.
so.
Like 100%. Okay, so now we know your favorite teams, know your favorite player. Now I want to know, give me your favorite memory of football ever.
I know my least favorite.
28-3.
Yeah,
I can
that's my least
guarantee you.
favorite.
I
That's
mean,
my least favorite.
ooh, rough times.
I don't know. I mean, I have a lot. I mean, I'm a Falcons fan, so I'm kind of going through a lot.
I feel you.
I think the coolest thing I've ever seen is probably the Minneapolis Miracle.
I could agree with that.
Yeah,
that's
probably the
pretty
coolest
cool.
thing I watched. But ever since 28-3, it kind of ruined my life.
Hey, someone's in here said they know my sister, Paisley Chapel. Hey, tell Paisley I need a media person. Someone to come in here and take flicks of our next podcast. She's out of town right now, but
Did you not see what else is going on?
nah. Let's interact with the chat here for a second. Let's see what's up with the chat.
Some girl said, just follow Daddy.
Nice.
Thank you. Is this a podcast? Yes. I know he's trying to ignore it.
All right.
Some other mom said, I think we should talk about me. Yo, Trey, no one said that. Yo, Yavion. No, I'm literally looking at the chat.
So if y'all don't know, Yavion's actually in the fantasy league, and so he's technically, I I'm not gonna say employee because we're not getting paid to do this yet. I'm gonna say he's a member of Casual Fridays. He's a team member. Dude, Yavion, bro, you better watch out. We're coming for you in fantasy. Just as long, dude. Honestly, I don't care if I win. I just don't want to get the punishment because I know
I don't
the
either.
punishment's gonna be. Well, I think what are we doing? 24 hours on a Waffle House? Unless it's
Oh God.
Tyler. So Tyler, who y'all know from episode 1, actually plays tackle for the University of Florida right now. So it would be very unlikely for him to be able to do something like that, unless it's over Christmas break.
Yeah.
But I think that would be fun. A punishment like that. All right, so let's kind of talk about a little bit with what's going on in the NFL right now. One thing I would like to bring up, dude. What is going on with the amount of injuries on this turf?
Bro.
Dude, have you seen? We got NFL players speaking out about it. I mean, what is your take on turf versus grass?
I think they should just remove turf, start using grass. Everyone gets hurt. I mean, Nick Scorton already got hurt. Yavion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Yavion's a Panthers fan. No, I mean, and that's a good point. I think it was George. I think it was George Kittle and a couple other players after the World Cup spoke out and said, "Wow, these grass fields look good at NFL." I mean, why don't we stick to that stuff? You know, like
I don't know.
I mean, you got the NFLPA released a stat that I saw on Falcons Today by Chat Sports. Go to podcast, by the way.
Mhm.
I've never spoken to anybody there in my life, but you got to go follow, go check them out. They know what they're talking about. He did a video on it today because Nick Scorton tore his ACL on the Panthers field, which is a turf field, or on their practice field. Sorry, not their regular field. And said that 92% of players in the NFLPA poll voted for grass fields, said they'd rather have grass over turf due to the injury concerns. And what has Roger Goodell and the owners done to take that next step toward grass fields? Nothing. Not a thing. And it kind of just makes you wonder, like, are the players really even being heard around the NFL? Now, obviously, yeah, because they're your big superstars.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, I feel like that's something very important that kind of needs.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Needs to be dealt with, especially with the amount of injuries. Considering that there's I think it's 32% more non-contact injuries on turf fields than there are on grass fields. So I don't know. I mean, that's just what I've heard. Obviously, I don't know the whole thing. I'm a college kid sitting in my dad's basement right now filming on an iPhone. So it's not like I know like the most in the world, but I know enough to know that the NFL should at least consider it. Now, Trey, I want to ask you. Tell me a couple dark horses going into this season, and why you think they're going to be dark horses.
Okay.
Give me a couple teams, couple players, just some things that are kind of being overlooked right now. And feel free to talk about Atlanta while you're at it.
Yeah. I'm going Atlanta first.
Okay. I like it.
Absolutely. Okay, I think Tua could have a top 15 quarterback season this year. So he has a top 15 O line.
Mm-hmm.
He has Drake London. He has Zachariah Branch. He has Bijan Robinson. He has Kyle Pitts.
Kyle Pitts, my goat. 101 in fantasy every year. The goat.
I mean, he's got a solid roster, and the defense had the second most sacks in the league. Mm-hmm. How are they getting overlooked? Like, I don't understand. And their secondary has to be top 10.
Oh no, I agree.
Yeah, like,
I mean, you're talking about a team here who had, especially on the defensive side of things. I saw Jeff Ulbrich was ranked not even a top 10 defensive coordinator in the league, which I believe is. I believe. I say right now, it's blasphemy. Is the only word I can really think of, just because you look at a team who, for the past decade, struggled to get pass rush, and then Jeff Ulbrich comes in, and you bring in James Pierce and Jalen Walker, the GOAT.
Yeah.
And immediately they're really affecting this team, and all of a sudden you went from a team who couldn't get to the quarterback and was getting maybe 25 sacks a year to putting up 53 sacks in 1 year, being led by young defensive talent and Brandon Dorless, Zach Harrison, Billy Bowman got back there a couple times, James Pierce and Jalen Walker. And then you want to say that's not thanks to Jeff Ulbrich, when Jeff Ulbrich's arguably the sole reason we ended up beating the Buffalo Bills on primetime, and the reason we picked off the MVP 3 times in primetime, which, by the way, I was there. It was pretty electric, I will say that. But, I mean, genuinely, you got Xavier Watts, a steal in the 3rd round, and you look at this defense, and you got, I would say, the second best safety duo in the league right now. I would say, with the way Malachi Starks and
Hamilton.
Kyle Hamilton are playing right now. I would say they're arguably first. I'll put Jesse Bates and Xavier Watts in second. Excuse me, and then I would say Julian Love and Nick Manwari are third. But you got them. You got a top 15 corner, borderline top 10. I wouldn't quite give him top 10 right now, just because he had a slight bit of a down year. But I'm gonna give it to AJ Terrell as your starting corner, and then you bring in his brother Avion. And on top of that, you bring in Billy Bowman, who's coming back from that injury. Will he be ready week one? Who knows? But a young secondary. You got Mike Hughes, who I still think is a viable corner number 3 option. You got Kobe Bryant, who I think should be able to break out.
Yeah.
By the way, Trey's got a little history with Kobe Bryant. Let's hear about that, dude.
I mean, I don't know. He texts me just like, I don't want to throw any shade, but he's always asked me to gift him stuff on lives. Like it's a Falcons player. I'm sitting in a basement right now, and you're on the field. Like that's all he asked me. I don't know. I mean, he's good. He's solid. But
dude's hilarious, bro.
he's
His
funny.
lives are they're so funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
But yeah, no. I really do think the Falcons. I think the Falcons defense was ranked like 20th or something like that by ESPN. I can't remember. So don't quote me on that if I'm wrong. But the last defensive rank that I saw, they were really low, which I don't feel like is right considering you got a top 5, pass rushing system, and you got a top 5 secondary. Obviously, you got the weakness in the linebacking core with Divine Diablo.
Yeah.
Which I don't think he's bad. I just think it's the depth behind him because we're so unsure. So what is your take on especially the linebacker depth? I want to hear a little bit about that.
I mean, Harold Perkins, Kendall Daniels, I mean, they might be solid. But
Mhm.
other than that, I mean, we got Christian Harris. He's all right. I don't know. The linebacker room's kind of weak. Devon Diablo is really good, though, in the run game.
I agree.
I mean, he carried our defense in the run game last year, I would think. I mean,
Mhm.
James Pierce didn't do much in the run game, but I think other than Devon Diablo at the linebacker, we need some help. So
I agree, and I think Jeff Ulbrich is such a smart defensive coordinator. Going back to why I think he should
Yeah.
be a little lower in the top 10, not at like number 15 or whatever I said he was. Why I think he should be a top 10 is because the way he was able to scheme guys last year. He had Kobe Bryant playing on Mike Evans, and Kobe Bryant was able to make a couple plays in like his first ever start. Like that's impressive. And then he was able. I mean, just the way that he was able to get Xavier Watts 5 interceptions, the way he was able to get Caden Ellis all over the field, which we know Caden Ellis could do that to begin with, but the way that he, knew Caden Ellis's capability, and now you lose Caden Ellis, and he said it's going to take multiple people to kind of fill in that role. But I also think that's why in the draft or in free agency we go and get Christian Harris, and then in the draft we go and get 2 young linebackers who have been very good in their collegiate career against SEC talent at such a young age, and Harold Perkins and Kendall Daniels. So if you had to list the linebackers from 1 to 4, how would you put them in there?
I put Devon Diablo number 1.
I agree with that. I can agree with that.
Oh, God. It's like all a toss up because they're both rookies, and then Christian Harris is like a free agent.
I agree.
Okay, I'll put number 2, probably Christian Harris.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yes.
I feel pretty high on Harold Perkins. I think that's a steal for a 7th-round pick.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. Kendall Daniels is hurt, so I'm just going to put him last right now. But he could eventually be number 1, number 2.
That is actually exactly the rankings I had.
Yeah.
The reason I have Diablo at 1 is just because he's proven, and he's proven him because he's proven, and he's proven himself. Receiver depth.
Yeah, we need that.
And then I also think if you want to talk about, I mean, you really want to talk about experience here, which is kind of why we have Divine Diablo at 1, why he's wearing the green dot, why he's calling the plays for this defense, why he's leading the pack. If you want to talk about experience, I think you got to put Christian Harris at 2. Why he started on an elite Texans defense. Maybe not elite because they were elite last year. Years before that, they had their struggles whenever he was starting, but it wasn't because of him. Like his sophomore year, I believe was 2022. He had over 100 tackles. So it's not like the guy doesn't, and he's really fast. He was dealing with an injury, but he's fully recovered. Just lost his spot to Henry To'oTo'o, and Aziz Al-Shaair. Um, and then I think Kendall Daniels belong or not Kendall Daniels, Harold Perkins belongs in the 3 right now just because he's healthy,
Mhm.
or I would say he's healthier. Obviously, that torn ACL, I believe it was, that he had in
Yeah.
college is still lingering. It's gonna linger a little bit, but with Kendall Daniels dealing with his lower body injury that he's trying to recover from, I think I would put Harold Perkins above him right now, and then I would even throw Channing Tindall into the mix. Falcons, who is probably gonna be more of a. I want to say he's gonna be more of a special teams player, maybe a kickoff guy.
Yeah.
But I believe we could see a few snaps out of him, especially if Kendall Daniels isn't ready by week 1. I think we could see him rotate his way in there. All right, so we
Yeah.
heard the Falcons. We heard some reasonings. I got a couple weaknesses, but definitely a lot of bright spots. Number 1 running back in the NFL.
Mhm.
It's the Bijan jersey.
Yeah.
Um, give me 2 more teams and why you think they're going to be underdogs this year.
I mean, technically the Bengals.
Okay,
I
like
mean,
that.
Bengals didn't make playoffs last year. I don't know. Their core is just ridiculous on offense. I mean, Chase Brown's solid. Joe Burrow's a beast. Jamar Chase, T. Higgins. I mean, they're just unstoppable. I mean, they also just got Dexter Lawrence, right?
They did.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dexter Lawrence. I mean, their defense upgraded a little bit. O-line's a little but I mean, they have Joe Burrow and
Joe
Jamar
Burrow.
Chase. I think they're going to be I think they're going to make the playoffs this year.
Mhm.
That's one of the teams I think that's going to be good.
I like it a lot because their biggest weakness obviously was defense. I was supposed to bring my laptop to do this episode so I could kind of refresh my jog my
Yeah,
memory.
this is
I
just
guess.
out the brain right now.
Yeah, so we're kind of talking off the dome about stuff that hasn't happened since March, aka free agency and trades and draft in April. So it's been 3 months since this stuff's been fresh in our heads, so it's kind of a little foggy. But I do know for a fact I believe they added, was it Boye Mafe?
Yeah, I think it was.
Or I can't remember if he went to them or the Patriots. I believe he
I think it was the Bengals.
I think it was the
you're
Bengals.
right.
And I think so. You get him and you get Dexter Lawrence. Boye Mafe is not Trey Hendrickson, but I think he's a good replacement. Especially whenever you have Dexter Lawrence now to help kind of blow up the middle of the field. I think they got Jonathan Allen too.
If they did, that's solid.
So I think you have those 2 guys to blow up the middle, and that kind of leaves 1-on-1 on the edges because Dexter Lawrence is a guy you got to double team almost every play.
Yeah.
Jonathan Allen, he's getting older, but he can still show flashes, still go in there, break up the run game, and still get to the quarterback. So that leaves at least 3 linemen on those 2 guys in the middle. That leaves 1-on-1 on the edge, considering it's a five-man blocking scheme with Boye Mafe and whoever's going to be on the other side, probably Joseph Asai or somebody else. But yeah, no, I agree. The Bengals definitely underrated. Obviously they're always going to be toward the top in talks.
Yeah.
But right now they're kind of toward the middle top. I think they should be back up to the top, especially with an updated defense and a fully healthy offense. All right, give me one more team, and then I'll throw in a team, and we'll kind of talk about these for a minute, and then we'll move on. Let the chat talk to us for a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me one more team.
This is like dark horse though.
Okay.
Raiders.
Dude, that was my team.
Actually,
that was my team, dude.
Yeah, Raiders.
That was gonna be mine. I'll find another one though. Don't worry.
Only thing that's like worrying me is the wide receivers, but I mean, they're so young and so talented. I mean, Ashton Genty's could have like a sophomore year burst. I mean, he could be solid. Mendoza won Heisman. He's obviously got talent. Brock Bowers is the best tight end, arguably, besides Trey McBride. And I forget who the 2 linebackers. I know they got Quay Walker.
Nakobe Dean.
Yes, they got them too.
The Georgia boys.
Yeah, both of them. And Max Crosby's still staying with them too.
Yeah, and dude, one thing I noticed from that was whenever he was supposedly got traded to the Ravens.
Yeah, that was wild.
He was like, excuse me. He was like, "Thank you, Las Vegas, for everything. I'm sorry it ended this way." But then he realized he was staying. He was like, "You know what? F it. Let's ride Las Vegas." And so this is a guy who's, I feel like his mind has kind of changed, and because of what happened with the Ravens backing out of that trade, especially after he was in the facility, I think that adds nothing but a chip on his shoulder to go out there and ball out, especially with the Raiders becoming a really good young core with Mendoza. They picked up a wide receiver that I'm blanking on. Jalen Reagor. They got, was it Jalen Reagor?
No. It's the guy from the Vikings.
Jalen Reagor.
That's what it was?
I believe so. Not Jawan Jennings. Where did Jawan Jennings go?
He went to Vikings.
That's right.
Wait.
So then it should have been Jalen Reagor. He's back.
I think it was.
So we're gonna say Jalen Rager for now. He's fact checking that. But behind them, you got Trey Tucker, who I believe is actually one of my strong fantasy breakout. It was Jalen Rager.
Jalen Naylor.
Jalen Naylor, that's right.
I
Jalen Rager was the Eagles guy. Yeah. Jalen Naylor. It sounds familiar. But Trey Tucker is a guy who I have breaking out, especially because you're bringing in veteran leadership and Kirk Cousins, who, like I said, is one of my favorite players. So this could sound a little biased, but I think he's right now not at the top of his game. So he's projected to start this season. I don't see him starting all season. Obviously, you want to put the number one pick in, let him get reps. He's a future of the franchise, and Fernando Mendoza. But I think right now you're kind of in a position where you bring in great leadership and a guy who can really turn this young offense around. And with a young core in Trey Tucker, Jalen Naylor, Deontay Thornton, they got Tyler Linderbaum, the number one, my number one center. In the
forgot
league
about
that. And then Brock Bowers, and then Ashton Genty and Fernando Mendoza. That's a young offense that is being led by one of the best leaders in the NFL, not only mentality-wise, but I think player-wise. I think Kirk Cousins is a fundamentally sound player, especially in his prime. Maybe not now, but it's not like he just forgot everything. So I think he can teach Fernando Mendoza the mistakes that he was making along the way, but also what he was doing good along the way. Bless you.
Thank you.
And I think the Raiders. I could honestly see the Raiders winning 7 games this season. I really could. So now who is my other dark horse? I'm gonna tell you who it's not. I think the Browns could finish dead last this year.
What about the Jets? Their draft was solid.
Maybe I think the Jets could, but I think it's based on how. I think the Jets will play good based on how Geno Smith plays. I think that's what it is because I think. You got Garrett Wilson. You got Adonai Mitchell. I believe they add another receiver in the draft. You add
Omar Cooper.
Yeah, you get Omar Cooper, and then you add oh my gosh, bro, round 1 tight end, bro. He's Kenyon Sadiq.
Oh yeah.
On top of him, you have Mason Taylor, and you got Breece Hall.
Yeah, Breece Hall.
And that's just for your offense on the defensive side of the ball. You bring back Devondre Campbell. Obviously, you get rid of Quentin Williams and Sauce Gardner, but on top of that, you add a bunch of first-round picks. I think this is a great turnaround.
Yeah.
Now, I'm still iffy as Aaron Glenn as a head coach.
Oh, God.
I can't be too iffy because he did destroy the Falcons. You lose Nick Folk. Welcome to Atlanta.
That's the goat right
there.
Yeah,
dude, the best player ever.
Folk.
But no, I mean, I think the Jets. What was the Jets' record last year? It was like 3-14, 4-13. I think I could see them. Their ceiling right now for me, 5 wins. Just because I'm not too high on Geno Smith after the last season.
Yeah, he sucked.
Which honestly, you could blame that on Pete Carroll if you really want to. I don't think you can.
Nah, you really can't.
Oh, another reason I think the Raiders are gonna be good. They got Clint Kubiak now.
Oh, God.
So you want to talk about an offensive genius,
dude?
Offensive like if that defense doesn't hold up too well, that offense is gonna dominate. Let's see. I'm trying to think of my breakout team because I know the Cardinals are not gonna break out.
No.
It pains me so hard to say this, dude. There's two teams I have that I think you know what I'm gonna say.
I don't want you to say.
I don't want to say it either, but
I hope
this is not just a Falcons bias podcast. This is a sports podcast where I give my honest takes. So I got 2, and I'm gonna go ahead and get the bad one out of the way. The New Orleans Saints have made a ton of additions, and I really do think. I mean, they have Travis Etienne, who's now Travis Etienne, apparently. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. They still have Kamara, too.
They have Kamara, who is veteran leadership. That's one thing I'm really high on as a fan is veteran leadership whenever you study a team. And then, quarterback, Tyler Shough looked good. There's no beating around the bush. Tyler Shough really was getting better and better throughout the season. Obviously couldn't beat Atlanta. Let's hope it stays that way.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think the dude looked nice, honestly, out there on the field. So I would say, actually, I'm gonna give three breakout candidates. So I would say, obviously they had Jordan Tyson on top of Chris Olave. I mean, Jawan Johnson still. I mean,
the only thing about the wide receivers there is they're injury prone.
That's true. They do have 2.
It's a little worried.
They have 2 starting injury prone wide receivers. Jawan Johnson, though, I will say, and it pains me to keep saying this stuff,
I know.
But Juwan Johnson's underrated as a tight end. I mean, I genuinely think he's a top 10 tight end in the league. I think he's 9 or 10. Debatably could be in the 8 range. I don't see him getting below that right now.
No.
But people have him at like number 15. It's like, dude, Juwan Johnson's a demon. Same with Kyle Pitts. Like, just because they're pass catchers doesn't mean they're not good tight ends.
Kyle Pitts is good.
Yeah. I mean, and he proved it last year.
Yeah, he did.
So I would say that's my first team. Second team, how are we looking time-wise right now? 9:01? Go for another 25 minutes or so.
Chase just said in the chat, Tyler Shuck will have a better season than Mahomes.
All right.
We should talk about that.
Yeah, no. I know what we can talk about here. Let's go ahead and talk about the team that I think is going to suck this year. The Green Bay Packers. And no. I'm not just saying this because Chase is in the chat. Chase also is a part of the new fantasy league we're starting. By the way, go follow was it Casual Fridays FFL, I believe, on Instagram. That's where we're posting the fantasy league. If you go find the official the Casual Fridays official Casual Fridays or whatever Instagram link in bio, you can find that we have actually collabed and put them in our bio on Instagram, so you can follow it there. The Packers. One thing that's getting overlooked right now is Josh Jacobs. That dude turned himself into the police. There's no way he's not getting suspended. And people are just acting like Josh Jacobs is going to be there week 1.
He might not.
I don't see it. I don't see it. It's the same thing with James Spears. I mean, dude, if you get arrested and you break the NFL's policy, just because you turn yourself in, they're not going to be like, oh, it's okay, buddy. Maybe next time. Like, no, you're going to get a 6-game suspension at least. And so now you're without your best offensive player. Jordan Love. I like Jordan Love. Who's he got to throw the ball to other than Mason Taylor? Christian Watson just got paid, 4 years, $75 million deal? For what? Dude, for what? like, we might as well give Darnell Mooney $100 million. Like, what are we doing? I mean, dude, genuinely. Like, and this is no hate toward Christian Watson. I think Christian Watson's a good receiver, but he hasn't proved it yet. He's had breakout games. He hasn't had breakout seasons. And he's been in the league for, 3 years now? Dude, you got to be able to show that you're a top receiver to get top receiver money. I think they overspent. But I do think that he has the potential to prove that he earns that contract. So I will give him that. Defensively, you lose a couple pieces. Quay Walker's one that we mentioned. I like the way Edgerrin Cooper is going to step up for this defense. I think he's a great young talent.
Micah's hurt.
Micah is hurt. Micah's not going to return until mid-season.
That sucks for them.
I think the only way the Packers make the playoffs is if they have a hot start. If they start slow.
They kind of have an easy schedule too at the start.
They do, but I do think that if they don't start hot, they're going to kind of fall off toward the end, and that's why you got to break out. They're kind of my breakdown team that's going to kind of collapse, not meet expectations. But I don't think they're going to finish the worst in the league. Obviously, I mean, if you got talent, you got Mike. Mike LaFleur is the
Matt LaFleur.
Matt LaFleur is the head coach for them. Mike LaFleur's Cardinals. So then, yes, if you got Matt LaFleur is dude's a good head coach. There's no doubt in that. Dude knows what he's doing. Let's get to my second team. I want to hear your take on this team. My second team right now, New York Giants. I mean, bringing new coaches. Bless you. Must be something good to you, dude. It's
So talking about the Packers, I'm getting sick.
Dude, I want to see what Chase is saying.
Oh no, yeah, he just said Tucker Kraft top 3.
That's it. Top 3 tight end in the league. No week 6. Tyler Shuck will have a better season than Mahomes, so that's insane to say.
Nah, I can't believe that. Tyler Shuck.
Nah, dude, that's crazy. That's a crazy take. I can't lie. But yeah, no. So the New York Giants, you got Cam Scatterby come back healthy. I would assume he's gonna be ready by week 1. I didn't think he would be whenever he got hurt. Dude was doing a backflip at Fanatics Fest.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, come on, he's ready. Like Cam Scatterby's ready. Feed him the rock. It's not like he's injury prone. That injury is something that his leg just got twisted in a nasty way. That's not something like he just misstepped and his ACL ripped. I wouldn't say he's an injury prone player. I would say that's just gonna happen to anybody. You can take the healthiest guy out there. If he gets put in the situation that Cam Scatterby's in, your leg's breaking like that too.
Yeah.
But no, let's talk a little bit about this offense. Tell me kind of what you think about this, especially with John Harbaugh coming in. What do you kind of expect from this Giants offense?
It's a great coach, Jackson Dart. He's solid. I mean, he could be arguably top 10. I don't know if he's going to be, but I think it really depends on Malik Neighbors too, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if he's gonna play week 1.
Coming off an ACL tear.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you've seen that video of him like running the bases at a baseball field.
He did not look good running.
No, that was
Not
bad.
at all.
That was bad.
Which that was like what, a month and a half ago.
Yeah.
So he's probably had room to recover.
Someone in the chat just said something nuts.
It's Ethan, bro.
I know.
Ethan said how y'all feel about Jordan Love coming out.
I mean, that was obvious. We've seen that coming.
We saw that coming just because he plays for the Packers.
I mean, he plays for the Packers.
What was it that we talked about, like the fantasy punishment, and I think it was Chase was like, you have to watch 24 hours of Aaron Rodgers highlights, and I was like, Jets Aaron Rodgers. It's just him tearing his Achilles over and over. But no, I think John Harbaugh coming in, offensive genius. We saw what he was able to do with Lamar as a young quarterback, and what he was able to do with Derrick Henry, and how Derrick Henry was able to put up elite rushing stats.
Yeah.
Obviously, that can't all be like, not all the praise can be given to the head coach, because Todd Monken, who we saw dominated the University of Georgia, was their offensive coordinator during that time, and he was dominating with that offense. But he also brings over Isaiah Likely as an option at tight end, along with Theo Johnson, who's still there. You bring in Odell Beckham Jr. and Juju Smith-Schuster, both got signed.
You forgot about one person.
Darnell Mooney.
Darnell
Freaking Mooney.
Darnell Mooney.
Mr. Kirk Cousins' favorite target himself, dude. By the way, I saw this hilarious meme, and it was like, Darnell Mooney's got to be racist, because it was like when Michael Penix plays, he was dropping every throw, but then like when Kirk Cousins is out there, he's like making the most insane plays.
No, yeah.
Which, by the way, let's not forget, Darnell Mooney was a 1,000-yard receiver 2 years ago.
No, yeah.
And I mean, and the right scheme, which I do think that now that John Harbaugh doesn't have to kind of work around a Lamar Jackson scheme, he can kind of work around a Jackson Dart, which is a little bit more of a throwing scheme.
Yeah.
I think we could see Darnell Mooney put up a solid, if he's the wide receiver too, I could see him putting up about 700 yards. I could see it. I could see Darnell Mooney having another semi-breakout season. I would sign Darnell Mooney jersey out there, dude. I'm over here like crap talking him. But yeah, no, I mean, a good offensive line. You got Andrew Thomas, top 5 tackle in the league. I'd put him number 4, number 5. So, yeah, no, overall, I think it's a good team. Obviously, let's not forget the defensive front for that team.
Yeah. Their edge rushers are nuts. Dude, they have too many, I feel like.
They have Abdul Carter, Brian Burns,
Kayvon
Thibodeau. You lose Arvell Reese, but you lose Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah, so the middle.
So who steps into that spot now? They signed somebody, I believe. Signed or drafted somebody. But obviously it's not going to be Dexter Lawrence, which is a big loss, because not only is he a fan favorite, but he's an elite player. So morale could be a little lower than what you would want.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. The edge rushing is possibly, I would probably say, depth-wise, the best in the league.
Oh, God, yeah.
And then, yeah, the rest is, bless you, dude.
Oh, no, man.
Man, dude. But yeah, I'm gonna make a video. It's like the Trey sneeze counter, and it's gonna, like,
why are you talking about the Packers, dude? I get sick.
Dude, can we stop talking about the Packers? We're allergic to mediocrity.
Don't even
As we're wearing Falcons jerseys. We're allergic to mediocrity. We're wearing Atlanta Falcons jerseys.
The Packers are like the Steelers, in my opinion. They're like the NFC Steelers. They're always a 7th seed, or they're like somehow always making the playoffs barely.
Dude, I always thought like the Packers and the Steelers were the same team growing up. I don't know why.
Someone said, or Ethan said, what are we thinking about, Tua or Penix?
I think me and Trey have talked about this off camera. I think we're on the same track here.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it because I love 9, but you go ahead and tell me why you think it's who it is.
I mean, Tua is way more accurate. I mean, Penix definitely has got like the deep ball. That's what Tua doesn't have. But with the solid O-line, Tua has weapons. I mean, at Miami, he had weapons, but he also lost Tyreek Hill. His O-line sucked. All he had was Achane and Waddle. I mean, now he's got everything. Kyle Pitts, Drake London, Zachariah Branch. He's got speed on Zachariah Branch and Bijan. He can just throw it behind him, and Bijan's running a 99-yard touchdown. He's got everything he needs in a top 15 O-line. I think the Dolphins are ranked like 29th or 30th. having an O line. He's not going to do anything. No wonder why he gets so hurt. But now, like, he's coming off a concussion. He has a solid team. I mean, I think he's going to be like at least top 20.
I could, yeah.
As long as the coaching, as long as Tommy Reese is a good offensive coordinator, I think it will like unlock him even more.
I agree. I like Tommy Reese. I like that he is not just Kevin Stefanski, but also Tommy Reese are both descendants of Kyle Shanahan, who we know is one of the biggest offensive masterminds in football history.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that a lot. I like that we have Brian Callahan.
Yeah.
We have Alex Van something, who's the
Yeah.
quarterbacks coach.
Yeah, he's
Who
good.
has taught very highly about Penix, which obviously it's his job to. Excuse me, I should have gotten water instead of lemonade. It's just making it worse.
Yeah, my tongue's like
It's like my throat
mouth's
is
dry.
My throat's dry, and like this lemonade is just making it worse. But no, I mean, you got these offensive masterminds who are around the Falcons now. You get rid of Raheem Morris, you get rid of Zach Robinson. Praise the Lord.
I know.
You know, I will say I like IC. I wish we would have kept Terry Fontenot, because Terry Fontenot's only made 2 mistakes, and I guess it kind of rounds into one. That's just he didn't know how to deal with the quarterback room in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Penix got him fired.
I think so too.
I think
that's the only reason. But this guy's drafting capability was insane. I mean, he's able to get us Brandon Dorless, Jalen Walker, James Pierce, and especially in a team especially like you sacrifice a first round pick in a draft where you don't have a lot of like elite guys showing up in the first round.
Yeah.
But in the draft that we traded for James Pierce, obviously there's a lot of elite talent. In this one, it kind of feels like it's a little bit of a downslope. And so I feel like sacrificing that first round pick, dude. Your first round pick for 2026 is James Pierce Jr., which is way better than anybody I feel like we could have gotten in this draft, especially with the position we would have been drafting.
Yeah, for sure. I think we actually won that.
I think so too.
I think we won the trade, especially when the Rams got Ty Simpson.
I like Ty Simpson. I think it's a reach. Because I feel like he would have been there in the second round.
Yeah, he probably would have.
I think so.
They could have got anybody. They could have got Sadiq.
Actually, I guess not, because was Carson Beck first pick of the second round? Or was he first pick of the third?
I think he was second. I'm not sure.
He was way earlier than I thought. And as a Georgia fan, people think I love to just hate on Carson Beck. It's not true. Carson Beck can ball. I don't like the pick of an older quarterback, hence why I kind of talked about how Terry Fontenot wasn't the best with dealing with the quarterback situation, and Michael Penix.
Yeah.
But I mean, both these guys balled out in college. You know, honestly, Carson Beck more than Michael Penix. Is Carson Beck in the position to be able to lead a team, especially the Arizona Cardinals? Definitely not. Does he have the talent? And as long as he can learn the mentality, will he be good? I think so. I'm a big Carson Beck supporter, so it's very easy to say something like that. But whenever it comes to Ty Simpson, I think it was a little bit of a reach, but I think it was also worth it, because if that's the guy you want, you had to take him there. He shouldn't have gone. What was he, number 15? He shouldn't have gone number 15 overall.
Yeah.
But it's like if you don't take him number 15 overall, where else are you going to get him without trading up? You don't really have a spot, because the Cardinals were definitely hunting him. Then they have to deal with Carson Beck.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, I believe we won that trade. But back to the quarterback thing, second most accurate quarterback in NFL history in Tua Tagovailoa, and that's minimum of 1,500 attempts, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like, and also Tua has playoff experience.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was under Mike McDaniel. You want to talk about offensive masterminds? We got 2 of them now. We got Tommy Reese. We got Kevin Stefanski. And those are the 2 guys in charge, with Reese calling plays. So I don't know. I don't think the quarterback room is as big of a worry as people are making it be, but I also don't like the fact that we have Jawan Taylor blocking the blind side.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all. It's between him and Wanya Morris, and I don't like that one bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, no.
I like Stefanski though.
I like Stefanski. People are forgetting 2-time Coach of the Year winner.
Yeah, and also he's basically the similar mindset to Clint Kubiak.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both geniuses.
100%. And I mean, another thing, this guy led the Cleveland Browns to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a Super Bowl.
He did it with Joe Flacco.
He did it with Joe Flacco and Jerome Ford. Let's not forget about that. Like, it's not like he took. Now, obviously, the 2020 team was elite. Don't get me wrong; they had the better offense, and OBJ,
Nick Chubb.
Nick Chubb. They had Kareem Hunt that year. They had Baker Mayfield that year. They had Jarvis Landry. They had Rashard Higgins, Donovan Peoples-Jones, David Njoku. I mean, he didn't really have those pieces. That's kind of why he got released, but now he has those pieces again. I mean, you got, instead of Baker Mayfield, you got Tua. Obviously, Baker's probably a little better. Not a little better. I would say Baker's better than Tua.
Yeah.
Chubb, Robinson. Kareem Hunt, other Robinson.
Yeah.
Njoku, Pitts. OBJ, London. Jarvis Landry, Zachariah Branch. I mean, dude, you got the pieces. And then you want to talk about comparing the guards. Chris Lindstrom.
Yeah, he's a dog.
Matthew Bergeron. All these guys. I think the Falcons are set up with a good QB situation. I just think people are overlooking
They're
how
hating on
good
it.
Tua is. So
Davion said Tua is the worst quarterback in the division. He also said we don't have a left guard. Isn't our left guard Matthew Bergeron?
yes, our left guard is Matthew Bergeron. We have Vex Bolts at left guard. Let's not forget about that. Do you think he's the worst quarterback in the division? Do you think that's true?
I mean, Baker Mayfield. We got Bryce Young. He might be.
I'm gonna be honest.
I mean,
I genuinely think Tyler Shuck has the edge on Tua right now just because he's coming off of a better year.
Yeah.
I think Tua has the higher upside, but if Tyler Shuck can ball out in this scheme again, Tua's gonna be the worst. I like Bryce Young. I'm really high on Bryce Young. I don't know about you, but I'm a big Bryce Young supporter. I will say that.
Yeah. I don't know about Bryce Young.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's a fall-off season for Bryce Young.
Fall-off season?
Yeah. Yeah, Yavion, you heard me right.
Yeah, he don't have Adam Thielen to throw to this year, so...
Don't have Adam Thielen.
Dang,
That's a big deal.
Well, that was really all we were going to go through this episode.
Let's see if anybody else. Out of all people you know about Bryce, T-Mac. He said he meant that we don't have a right guard.
We don't have a right guard.
We have Chris Lindstrom.
We have a top 5 guard in the league in Chris Lindstrom.
He's saying Chris Brazzell. I'm going to be honest, Yavion. He was a beast in college, but usually Tennessee wide receivers do not work out. Jalen Coker, he's okay. He's solid.
I like Jalen. I think Jalen Coker could take over that wide receiver 1 role. Hot take. I like him better than Tet.
All right, so this is how I know we're trolling. I don't even know if I can say this.
We're going to not read some of these comments out loud. But yeah, so I think we got about 11 minutes left. We were going to end at 9:30. There are some questions. Ask some takes. While we wait on y'all to ask some questions, I'll go ahead and elaborate a little bit on the fantasy football league that still remains a little questionable. I was going to kind of talk about that to begin with, but I kind of forgot to. I kind of had this idea of like, it's very fun to have something competitive going on because it keeps you interactive with this podcast. It'll keep you interactive with the show. It keeps us interactive with you guys. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So my whole goal is to take both accounts and kind of show like, we want to do a live draft. That's one thing I want to do. So after this live, I should be able to invite co-hosts, which means whoever can't be in the room with us on draft night, they should be able to co-host, and we'll do a TikTok live for the draft. It'll be on a Friday night. We'll probably do Casual Fridays 4 or 5 on a TikTok live like this and just take clips from it. And eventually, whenever we get the right stuff, we'll be able to do it on YouTube and kind of make it a little better. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I got the hiccups today. Yeah, no, it's a 10-person league. All 10 people already committed. You can go to the Instagram, find all 10 people who already committed. Me, Trey, Nate, Clayton, Tyler, and then Braden, not Trey again. Braden, Chase, Yavion. Who else am I missing?
Steven?
Steven's in there too, and and Ethan Flowers.
Yeah.
So Ethan's in there.
Ethan's saying some things in here. Yavion said he was talking about the blind side. Yeah, Jawan Taylor. That's kind of a weakness. Someone said, what's your favorite kind of pizza? You say cheese. Or margarita pizza's gas.
Never had margarita pizza.
That's good. Season predicts what Ethan said. And then he said, can we do the, pick your position in the draft with time challenges?
I like that. So,
all right,
so we'll go ahead and make this a clip for TikTok. So it is up to you guys on how y'all want us to decide the draft order.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna upload this as a video, and I'm gonna give it about 24 to 48 hours. And the top comment is how we're gonna choose our draft order. Now obviously it's something crazy, and it's like y'all go do battle royale, real life or something. We're not gonna do that. But I would like to hear some kind of fun idea that you guys would have, something that doesn't involve anything crazy.
Yeah.
Like, you know,
Like watch Packers highlights or something.
yeah, like watch Jordan Love play football.
Yeah.
Obviously, I wouldn't want to do that. Why are we
Yeah.
hating on the Packers, dude? We're Falcons fans, dude. What are we doing? Hey, let's talk about that 2016 NFC Championship.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Like, dude, like, what are we doing? But yeah, no. So it's gonna be up to you guys to decide that, and then I also want to hear you guys' take on what y'all think the punishment should be. Right now, our punishment kind of sits at the 24-hour Waffle House challenge, where if you eat a waffle, it's an hour taken off. Someone said no phone. If we do no phone, it's got to be 12 hours. We're not going to torture ourselves. So that's crazy. But yeah, so I want to hear you guys' take. This is not just a me and Trey thing. It's not just a me thing. It's we want this to kind of be a community where people kind of interact with us, and we want to hear from you guys. If y'all want something better on the show, y'all wanted better mics, we're here. That was the biggest complaint was, God, the mics sound terrible. Holy volume warning. We got better mics. We dropped the money on better mics. A better setup was a complaint, and video quality. This is good video quality, I'd say. I mean, you can see us clearly, and we got a better setup. Like, we're sitting on a couch covered in with. You can't really see. So loud, dude. But yeah, I'll also do like kind of like a reveal the new podcast room thing, because I didn't show the setup for some reason. I actually moved away. I go to college at Kennesaw State now, so I actually ended up moving into an apartment. This is not my apartment; it's my parents' house. So I'm gonna be coming back every Friday to make a video. So you guys better watch to help me pay for gas money. So yeah, it's like an hour away, so I really need that. Other than that, we're sitting with 7 minutes left on the live. I would say Casual Fridays 3 has been a success so far.
Yeah.
Any more questions in the chat? Anything? We're just gonna probably stay here and yap for the next 7 minutes. I mean, dude, this is a lot of fun. I don't know about you, but I've had a blast doing this. So.
This is the best comment yet. Do a flip.
All right, Trey. Do a flip.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't do a flip either. Unless you want to, blow up the account and pay for my hospital bills.
No, I'm alright.
Yeah, dude. Listen, I mean, can you even see like the shelves on the side?
Yeah.
A little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, so over here we've got actually some cool like collectible stuff. I'll go ahead and just show you guys on the live while we have nothing to really talk
Man,
about.
we're Packers.
I don't know if you can even really hear me if you just hear me through the phone audio. We got like a Tom Glavine autograph right here. This is autographed by the old KSU basketball coach. I can't remember who it is. Some vintage, like 1980 national champion stuff for UGA. Some pop figures of some of my favorite players. I'm like interviewing you. So then, if you want to come over here and look, we got like the Travis Darno bobblehead, the MVP Freddie Freeman bobblehead, which I forgot that I had for some reason. We got I believe that's Tom Glavine autograph right there, and a Chipper Jones autograph, which is pretty cool. Tevin Coleman, Desmond Trufant. Got a bunch of NFL games right here. I plan to play these on future episodes, so that's pretty cool. And then down there's just like some special kind of figures and stuff that I've had laying around. I have the autographed Darnell Mooney jersey. I'm gonna put a Younghoe Koo flag up here, so that's gonna be kind of cool. We got the GOAT Tua. Yeah, go ahead and show the other guy. Go ahead and rip his head off while you're at it, dude. Chase, I hope you're watching, dude, because this is. Yeah, Chase, if you're watching this, just know this is targeted. Yeah, don't actually rip his head off, but like, yeah. Yeah. And now we're gonna stomp on him later, but like not on live because that's. He just sat on Jordan Love. Wow.
That's what the Falcons are gonna do week 3. Packers. We're gonna beat y'all 28-3.
How we looking on time, Trey? How we looking?
9:25.
So we got 5 minutes left. Let's see if there's any more questions from the chat here.
What do you think about astrology? And then Yavion.
gay.
Yavion said, "How do you feel about Young Koo?"
Dude, I have a flag that I need to send you, Yavion. And it is above my bed at my apartment. When I'm going back to my apartment tonight because I have work out there tomorrow morning. I will send you a picture of it, and it is the entire Falcons team hoisting Younghoe in the air after he kicked the game-winning field goal versus the Bucks. But dude, I know something we can talk about.
What?
How much time we got? 4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes.
All right. So while we're here, I want to ask you guys: Casual Fridays 4. You think you'll be able to film next Friday?
Yeah.
So, Casual Fridays 4, obviously, are going to be in the works as soon as this is over. We usually get like a script going. That's what I did for the first 2 episodes. That's why whatever we were talking about, we already had like laid out, and it was a lot easier. Today we were kind of talking off the dome. Like I said, it was a test episode. Casual Fridays 4, we plan to run it a little bit more smoothly. Let me know if you guys want to see someone else on the podcast. Let me know if you guys want to see. Excuse me. Honestly, just let me know what you guys want to see. What y'all want to hear about. Me and Trey, we're kind of thinking about doing power rankings.
Yeah. I think we should do debates too.
Debates, I like that.
We should do debates, like hot takes.
I like hot takes.
I know who I think we should get on here.
Who?
Chase and Ethan and Yavion.
I like it. I
I just know that.
Dude, I love it. I mean, I think it'll be fun. It's like I said, these guys are all guys who are officially a part of the Casual Fridays team. So I'm very thankful of all of them. I'm thankful of Nate, Clayton, Tyler, Steven, all those guys. Trey. I mean, without them, I wouldn't be getting content out right now. And it's like I said, my literal dream is to do NFL and sports content. Actually, I changed my major in college to help me do something like this, and so my big goal is for this to take off. I mean, I changed my major from marketing to sports management. If that says anything about how much I care about this, I really want to learn about the history of the sport. I want to learn about what you guys want to see and how I can help give you guys good content. And so it's a true blessing to me to be able to be doing something like this. I really do appreciate everybody who's watching. It means a lot. So yeah, but let us know what you guys want to see in Casual Fridays 4. So we're gonna name them like the UFCs, like UFC 329, like Casual Fridays 4. It's just gonna keep going on every week. Every week's another Casual Fridays number. It is gonna be rough during the season though, dude. Like I know the week we play the Packers, we'll have to do like a casual Wednesday or something, or a casual week because that dude.
Yeah, Wednesday.
Well, Thursday night I go. I'll be on the road heading to Disney World, and then so I won't be able to film that Friday, and then the next Friday I won't be able to film either, which sucks, dude. That sucks so bad because we play the Packers and then we play the Saints.
Yeah, it's like the 2 big games,
and those are 2 primetime games, and then I'm probably gonna be going to the Ravens game.
I think I'm going.
So that Casual Fridays before that will be elite. Also, me and Trey are thinking about going to training camp. So if you guys want to talk about. Obviously, we're going to primarily talk about Falcons stuff, probably more.
Yeah.
Well, not primarily, but more than anything else, just as a bias kind of thing. But yeah, so we'll be able to bring you guys a lot more info. Kind of go take a first look at the team. Hopefully, get this jersey signed and that jersey signed. That would be pretty nice. How are we looking? What time is it?
9:29.
What you looking for?
Anything.
Yeah, honestly, I think we should just call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been Casual Fridays 4. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Yeah, look forward to content coming out this week. Probably won't be too much, this has been Casual Fridays 3, not 4. Casual Fridays 4, hopefully dropping next Friday. I can't guarantee anything, but obviously I would love to, especially now that I have the setup running smooth and everything. So yeah, follow all of our socials, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Everything's linked in the bio. Go follow the new fantasy football page on Instagram that I'm yet to link to the bio. Trey, thank you for coming on today. Trey's probably be taking over as a second host, so
yes, sir.
I would really appreciate that. You got anything else?
Just thank you for having me.
Yeah, dude, of course. Trey, let's give Trey a round of applause here. Yeah, that's so peak. Oh, dude. But yeah, thank y'all for watching. Yeah, your weekend has begun. I don't know. I need like a good closing because my tagline is "Your weekend starts here." What did you put? All right, here's something we can do for the next couple minutes. Actually, let's try these out. What?
What is that?
All right, this is laughter. Dude, anytime someone gets on here, they just make an airball of a joke. I'm just gonna. What is this? Yo,
Yeah, we probably can't
Yo, this one's called Awesome.
Awesome!
All right, let's do. This one's called Din Din. And this one's called Din.
What is that?
All right, bro. I think this is a good way to end the episode.
All
Thank you guys for watching. This has been Casual Fridays 3. Follow all the socials. Have a great weekend, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned for more content. Thank y'all so much for watching. We love you guys.
All right.
Y'all have a great weekend.
Bear in the woods.